morning. My name is Henry Chidgey, and welcome to my Wednesday Morning Memo. I am passionate and committed to impacting the quality and numbers of leaders on our planet. These weekly free leadership educational videos and now free blogs are part of my expression of that commitment. I am so happy you have chosen to spend a little time with me now. Some feedback I received after my memo regarding self-reflection, asking what, not why questions, was the following. What if Jim keeps making the mistakes? How am I supposed to act then? I know this leader works in industry with heavy equipment, big machines, and a need to produce reliable results for the company and clients while doing it safely for employees and machinery. I reached out to him to get more context. So I'm going to share here some ideas about what that leader might do. But first, what's the story about what's going on? Well, there's this employee, Jim, is doing something that is definitely a mistake. So Jim, on occasion, is required to operate a large front-end loader or bucket loader like this one pictured here. Jim has been with the company for about 3 months and received some basic what lever does what type of training from a manufacturer's representative. Then a little more training from one of the experienced operators in the pit. The employee that provided this training is a really good operator, but it's not certain he is a good trainer. His skills at training are not known in a quantifiable way. The errors Jim made had to do with him performing an operation with the loader that requires a different approach to the material pile than his usual work. If done improperly, the result can shut down the whole manufacturing process for hours and perhaps do damage to other equipment. So, back to the original question, what action to take? My suggestion is, approach Jim and find out what he understands about what he should do with his loader in this situation. Ask him questions about how he goes about doing that. Observe him doing it. If he's doing it properly, then stop and ask him how that feels different than what he normally does with that bucket tractor. While you're giving him 20 minutes or so of your personal attention, do 2 more important things. First, ask him something about his family and really listen to what he has to say, like your life depended on remembering. I promise you, he will notice. Then second, share with him the higher purpose of what you all are doing there. For instance, we create a sand product. It filters water so people have sparkling, clean, safe water. Or maybe we create sand that is used in oil well production that allows our great country to be energy self-sufficient and have all the plastic-based, made out of natural gas and oil, piping to create infrastructure for all of us to live and flourish. Whatever that vision is, the key here is for Jim to see how he has an important role in a vision bigger than what he sees in front of him now. I'd like to refer to this as a shift in leadership style from a dependent culture where I do what I'm told, I follow the rules, there's a hierarchical system of controls, and the leaders there practice command and control. And the shift is to a coaching leadership style where I am a high performer, there are systems that support individual goals, there are leaders that empower and inspire their folks. This second type of culture is characterized by a few points. 1, there's two-way communication. Next, the organization supports innovation and personal development. People believe their work matters and they make a difference through their actions. And finally, folks also take responsibility. They're not forced responsibility, they take responsibility for their own performance. This all starts with a conversation, not a monologue. The leader is always checking during the conversation that they're asking open-ended questions, not yes or no questions. You're creating an environment where Jim finds he can say, at some point, I can and will do that. You are not judging Jim. You're his partner in him doing a great job. A few more points. If the behaviors are still falling below standard, this is explored in partnership with Jim to create a learning moment and culture. Your goal is to have him at least perform at an adequate level. Always be looking for learning opportunities where the actions are observed are at, are below, are above expectations. Have a coaching mindset. See Jim and any other person as capable, resourceful, and full of potential. You'd be surprised how many of them there are out there once you start doing that. Stay curious about the challenges Jim is experiencing and what is needed to overcome those challenges. I encourage you to become a coaching style of leader, and remember, leadership matters, and your leadership really matters, both to you and all the people in your life, whether at work or at home. If you would like me to work with you or your team, just go to my website and schedule a free discovery session. Remember that success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day, and failure is only a few errors in judgment repeated daily. Bye-bye for now.